Bueno, estamos aquí con Mehiel. Muchas gracias por atendernos. ¿Qué tal estás?
Muchas gracias también.
Lo vamos a hacer en inglés porque la película es de Estados Unidos, aunque se va a estrenar probablemente, casi seguro, en Chile, en España, esperemos que en otros países latinoamericanos, pero sobre todo en Estados Unidos, así que vamos a hacer la entrevista en inglés, que es muy fácil. En YouTube hay un botoncito, se pincha y se traduce automáticamente al español o al chino, al idioma que se quiera, así que no hay problema para YouTube. Perfecto. So, Mehiel, you are a wonderful actor.
Thank you.
When we talk here about all the films we saw, your name is always there. And it's not just in Berlin, also in Sundance, because you got the Best Actor prize. Did you expect that?
No, I didn't even know that you could win an award for acting at Sundance. I was really hoping, I was like, wow, we're up for the jury prize for the film and the script is so beautiful. Vuk is going to win the prize for the script, and obviously both are amazing, and I didn't even think I could win something for acting. So when that happened, I was at home with COVID. I found out on social media that I won the award and I was like, what? I was speechless. It's been such a privilege and blessing, and I'm so grateful to the jury and to Sundance for honoring me with that award, and as the first trans actor to win Best Acting. It feels like a privilege to represent the community in this way and to help push the envelope forward for other trans actors.
And how did your career as an actor started? How did the director of MUTT find you?
Well, so I had heard from a few friends via Instagram that Vuk was casting for this film, and then I also received an email from an email listserv that I'm a part of called Act Now. It's hosted by Rain Valdez, amazing acting class and community for trans actors in LA and New York. So I heard about the project and I emailed Vuk and I was like, look, you don't know me, but like I am this character. I will do anything for this film. Like, just please let me audition. And he sent me the script and I read it and I just was blown away. I mean, the script is one of the most beautiful, poetic pieces of text that I've ever read. And I didn't even know this, but he had been searching to cast this part for 2 years before he found me. So he was like going the traditional route, working with casting directors, but he couldn't find someone who he really felt was Fenya. And then he gathered a list of like 120 trans masculine actors, and out of those 120 tapes, he chose mine, which I couldn't even believe it. It was amazing.
Was it complicated for you to do the role of Fenya, which is trans? I don't know how to say in English, but in Spanish is un hombre trans, no?
Sí, sí.
A trans man.
No, totally.
Was it complicated for you? What did you did to prepare the role?
Well, so I share a lot of qualities with Fenya in my identity. I'm half Puerto Rican, half Greek. Fenya is half Chilean, half Serbian, so, you know, the Latin and European mix. And I also lived for 6 years in the neighborhoods that Fenya is living in the film. Like, we connect in a lot of ways sort of at the identity level, but as human beings, we're very different and our personalities are very different. Fenya moves through the world a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more defensive. He assumes that people are not going to love him and receive him, whereas I have a kind of softer, sensitive, silly personality, and I move through the world like everyone's going to love me because I love them, you know? And Fenya is very different because of his life experience and the abuse that he's experienced and all of that. So it was both challenging and also easy and sort of the perfect fit at the same time. And I worked with Vuk to really figure out what are Fenya's fears, what does he want, like what is he most desiring from these relationships with his sister, with his ex-boyfriend, with his father. And so I really had to build a character with Vuk, even though on the surface, me and Fenya are very similar.
And actually, talking about love, we are watching here a lot of movies where there is xenophobia, where people, because they are trans, they get they get problems with other people. They are attacked by other people. In your personal life, have you got any experience like that, or not?
I mean, I have a lot of privilege because even though I'm Puerto Rican and Latin, I look like a white person. And living in the US, even though it feels like things are not so great for trans people in the US, there's so much legislation trying to take away trans people's rights to get the medicine that they need, get the gender-affirming surgery that they need to feel able to live fully as themselves. Like, trans people are under attack in the US, and yet, globally, the US is actually one of the safest places is to live as a trans person. You know, it's sort of like this weird contradiction. And for me, as like a trans masculine person, as a white passing person, as someone who like trans masculine people like me who are more androgynous, I can move through the world and people don't even know I'm trans. That is a privilege. Whereas, you know, I have sisters in the community, trans feminine black women who quite literally can't even move through space without potentially being under attack. And so I feel like it is my job as someone with all the privilege I have to be on the forefront of fighting for trans rights so that other people in my community don't have to. But I've been so lucky to not experience things like that in a more overt way. Obviously, in a subversive way, yes. Like, I'm on the train and some drunk guy is like, oh, you think you're a man? You think you're a man? And he's sort of threatening me physically, but I can just sort of walk away and I'm okay, you know, luckily. So there have been moments like that in my life, but it's not an everyday occurrence, and I feel very blessed, but also a sense of responsibility because of that.
Actually, it's a responsibility also of films to show something like people maybe they might not know, and it's a way of an education, no? Films. So actually, we wish you the best because today we have the Teddy Hour, so we will meet in the ceremony and the party, I guess. And good luck for this hour, Teddy Hour, the LGBT hour, and then in the main competition, hopefully you get not just prizes but also a lot of good vibes. Yeah, totally. Whatever happens is meant to be, and I'm honestly just grateful to be at the Berlinale because this is one of the best festivals I've ever been to. So big, so diverse, such great energy. So yeah. Super. Thank you. Thank you.